Hi everyone, this is Min. Episode 9 of the SBS drama Gwigging is almost here. And its latest teaser? Just 30 seconds long, but packed with shocking clues and heavy tension. Save me, Kangcheol. That one line changes everything. Yeori's desperate cry, Kangcheol's red glowing mark, and Kim Bongin's shocking line. This is no longer just a ghost story or a romance. From episode 9, the real fight begins. A battle of survival and fate. Let's break down this teaser step by step, and predict what episode 9 might really bring. The 9-episode teaser begins with Yeori's desperate cry. Save me, Kangcheol. This isn't just a call for help. It's a scream that signals her life is in real danger. She's sweating, trembling, her eyes unfocused. And the background sound slowly turns eerie and distorted. This is a classic setup for possession or a supernatural curse. Until now, Yeori was someone who could see ghosts. But now, in episode 9, she becomes the target. The real twist lies behind her. A shadowy figure quietly watching. Not Palchiok Gwi. Not Punsan. It's something else. Most likely, it's the real Salgwi, revealed at last. Salgwi has never shown itself directly before. But here, it appears silent, still, and threatening. Yeori starts to freeze. Her body doesn't respond, her voice fades. She's not just scared, she's being overtaken, and the cause may lie in her blood. Is she a descendant of something cursed? Or does she carry a sealed spirit within her? Maybe her past life connects her to Salgwi? Whatever the truth is, Yeori is no longer just a seer. She's something more, something that ghosts are drawn to. Maybe even something that ghosts fear or need. Meanwhile, Kangcheol is nowhere near her. He's not there when she's in danger. This is deliberate. It's a storytelling tool that creates frustration and builds to a powerful emotional payoff. The audience is meant to feel helpless, just like Kangcheol. And when he finally arrives, it might be too late. Let's talk about Yeori's expression. At first, her eyes are wide with fear. But near the end of the teaser, we get a close-up, and her eyes are blank. No emotion, no soul. Just stillness. That can only mean one thing. Her consciousness is fading, or she's already been possessed. Some viewers are already predicting it. Yeori's possessed. She might die temporarily, or maybe someone else is inside her body now. Let's put the pieces together. Yeori is completely defenseless. A silent shadow appears, most likely Salgwi. She seems to freeze, lose control. Kangcheol isn't there. And her final expression suggests her soul is already gone. This is no longer just about saving Yeori. It's about stopping something ancient from taking over her completely. In the middle of the teaser, Kangcheol appears kneeling, with a painful expression on his face. Breathing heavily, he stares at his own hand. At first glance, it may seem like he's lost his powers. Up until episode 8, Kangcheol was gradually becoming more unstable. But this time is different. At that very moment, a red mark appears on the palm of his hand. This is a highly symbolic scene. In the world of Gwigging, red light doesn't just represent blood or wounds. It signifies divinity, succession, and awakening. In other words, the pain Kangcheol is experiencing may not be the loss of his powers, but rather a process of awakening to a completely new ability. This is where we need to review Kangcheol's past journey. He was introduced as an exorcist. But in truth, he couldn't even fight ghosts properly. He was constantly outmatched by Pungsan, couldn't wield exorcist tools, and couldn't even accept his identity as a successor of the gods. But when Yeori was in danger, and her cries began to reach him, Kangcheol began to change. This follows the classic formula of a hero's awakening. A loved one in distress. The hero's helplessness in the face of it. The resulting anger and resolve. The explosive release of a sealed power. The mark that appears on Kangcheol's hand in the teaser is a visual effect that hasn't been shown before. This isn't just symbolic, it's the beginning of a completely new power in the storyline. Notably, the background around Kangcheol begins to shake, and the camera angle shifts upward from below, strongly conveying to the viewer that he is now ready to fight. When he confirms the mark, he lifts his eyes and looks towards something. His gaze has clearly changed. From fear and avoidance to anger and determination. He is no longer running away. He will protect Yeori. He will fight the Salgui. And he will prove that he is worthy of the gods. Kangcheol is now transforming into a warrior who believes in himself. This opens up one interesting interpretation. Is the red mark something only a divine successor can possess? Or is it a power born from his feelings for Yeori, his love? In Gwiging, emotions and powers are deeply intertwined. The greater the sorrow, the stronger the power of the gods becomes. In the despair of possibly losing Yeori, Kangcheol awakened a power he didn't even know he had. Ultimately, this teaser tells us, Kangcheol, don't run anymore. You must fight. And Kangcheol finally makes a gesture as if he's gripping a sword. Almost like forging an exorcist weapon from his own will. That moment lasts barely a second, but it strongly suggests that in episode 9, Kangcheol will directly clash with the Salgui. Or, if the plot leads him to rush toward Yeori, he may be forced to confront her. If she is possessed by the Salgui, this wouldn't just be a physical battle, but a symbolic clash between emotion and reason. Can he harm the one he loves? Can he seal Yeori if she has become a ghost? Or will he choose to believe in her and try to save her? This isn't just about supernatural powers. It's about Kangcheol's evolution from an exorcist into a human being. The most shocking moment in the episode 9 teaser. A line that completely shakes the story. She's that flat-faced girl's bloodline? This line is spoken briefly, almost as if muttered to himself by Kim Bongin. But its impact is massive. Until now, Yeori was portrayed as someone who could see ghosts. An emotionally vulnerable, yet relatively ordinary protagonist. But with this one line, her origins, her bloodline, her identity, are suddenly expanded into a whole new dimension. Kim Bongin's expression here doesn't show surprise. It's closer to certainty. Not I just found out. But I knew it. It's as I suspected. He already knew the truth about Yeori. And now, he's ready to act on it. So what exactly is it about Yeori's identity that makes her so feared? Let's connect the dots. Yeori has seen ghosts since she was a child. People around her tend to vanish or die. Both spirits and gods are drawn to her presence. That's too much to chalk up to coincidence or fate. Clearly, there is something deeper. Some secret within her blood. Then what does Kim Bongin mean by that bloodline? Possibility 1. Yeori is a descendant of the Salgui. The Salgui's true form has never been shown. What if it once formed a bond with a human long ago? And that bloodline has now reached Yeori? Possibility 2. Yeori is of divine blood. She could be the chosen daughter of a god, meant to destroy evil spirits. Kim Bongin may know this and want her eliminated because of it. Possibility 3. Yeori is a hybrid blood of both Salgui and god. An extreme but fascinating twist. That would explain why both sides are after her. In that case, Kim Bongin isn't just some political player within the palace. He may be the human representative of the Salgui or the Palchukgi. A man with a human face, but aligned with the supernatural. In the teaser, there's a scene where, after Kim Bongin sternly speaks to Yeori, the court ladies and eunuchs turn away and whisper. This signals a shift. The beginning of Yeori's isolation within the palace. What matters here is that this isn't just a reveal. It's the start of a rejection. Yeori will grow increasingly isolated. And in that loneliness, the Salgui will move closer. Let's not forget, the Salgui doesn't just attack. It creeps in through weakness. Possessing slowly, silently. If Yeori's true identity is revealed. If she loses trust. If suspicion from everyone around her grows. That's the perfect time for possession. So where does Kangcheol stand in all this? In the teaser, he reaches out toward Yeori in pain. He wants to protect her. But rumors begin to swirl. She's the ghost's daughter. Even within the palace, people will start to say, Kangcheol himself may be in danger. Add to that the red mark Kangcheol awakened? It may be a power to purify spirits. But it may also be capable of hurting Yeori. In the end, Kangcheol must choose. Will he trust Yeori and fight beside her to the end? Or will he come to see her as a threat? This is the core conflict of episode 9. And at the center of it all is Kim Bongin. He'll likely deliver his cold, emotionless verdict to Yeori. It's your blood. You must disappear. That's not an insult. It's a planned elimination. In summary, flat-faced girl's bloodline the moment Yeori's origin explodes. Kim Bongin has known the truth and was watching her. Yeori becomes isolated, and the Salgui begins to close in. Kangcheol must decide protect or seal Yeori. Episode 9 is where all of these forces will collide. That wraps up our analysis of the episode 9 teaser for Gwiging. Yeori's cries, Kangcheol's awakening, and Kim Bongin's revelation. All three explode in this episode, marking not just another ghost hunting arc, but a true turning point in the storyline. Who is Yeori really? What will Kangcheol choose? And how will the Salgui finally reveal itself? Everything is now set in motion. What do you think will happen? Share your predictions in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll be back with a full breakdown after episode 9 airs. This has been Min. See you next time.